What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. XOXO SHEBA here. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome. And if you're an OG subscriber, what's good? Welcome back. I went in this time, guys. I always go in, but I went a little bit extra this time because I really wanted to get like a salon look. If you want to see how I got this straight out the salon looking wig install, keep on watching. But since you're here, you might as well hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, you know what I'm saying? Drop a comment down below. I'm just saying, you might as well. All right, y'all. So like I said in the intro, I was going for laid Slade. She went to the salon. She didn't do this from home, even though I did do this from home kind of look. So I'm really putting some like elbow grease into the installation portion of this wig. I watched Erica J's latest video that she just put out recently to get some like tips, pointers, anything I was maybe missing, since she's a professional wig, hairstylist and all that. So I'm going in. It's a basic style, but I'm going in with it. First things first, though, we need to know what this wig is. It's definitely small head friendly. The cap wasn't necessarily small, but the frontal for me and my head size and the way my hairline works, it should have came up a little bit farther. So that was a bit of an issue for me. But I think if you don't ever really have issues with wigs and the sizing, or you have a smaller head and you usually have issues with wigs being too big, this would be a good one for you. I did finesse this though. Y'all know I'm always finesse. So I did finesse to make this work. I really wanted this to be a very flat install. And I went with the side part, but I didn't go deep because it didn't really have a whole lot of room for a deep side part. Plus the video that I watched for pointers didn't really have a deep side part either. So I'm going to let that side be janky because it's going to be covered. So we're going to act like that ain't there. And we're going to kind of treat this as if it's a semi closure, like maybe a 5x5 closure. We're going to treat it like that. And we're going to make this work. I could have cut the cap behind the ears like I've done before. If you want to see how I do that, I will put that video in the description. But I didn't want to do that this time. I wanted to just do something a little bit quicker and a little bit easier. Just another method you can do if a wig turns out to be too small for you. And like I said, I wanted this to be nice and flat. So I went in with the wax stick, if you don't know what that is, because sometimes people be asking me, what is that? And then I also used my Perfect Line Lace Concealer. I just did like a T part with it because I wanted it to cover without me having to do a bald cap. So now I'm just pinning the hair back and I'm going to install it. I'm using the Ebon Lace Spray in the red can. I know y'all said the black can is like the ultimate, like that's the supreme top level of it. But I ain't ran out of this yet and I spent like $8. So once this runs out, I'll try that next one. I've already tried the yellow. I like that too. Honestly, none of them have disappointed me yet, but I can definitely tell this red one is stronger for sure. Like, it don't come up very easy, even with water. It'll come up with water, don't get me wrong, but it don't come up very easy at all. I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna have to like put a little more like effort into this because I don't want to snatch my edges. I don't usually have trouble with my edges being snatched, but I had a little bit of trouble with that. But anyways, moving forward, cutting off the lace. Y'all know I cut jagged, and then I didn't cut all of the lace off over here where the side where we're hiding things. I didn't cut everything off over there because I don't know what I want to do with that yet, and I don't want to customize it to totally fit my head just yet when I'm really just working on the side that you're gonna see to totally fit. So I didn't do too much over there, just enough to where just the parts where you could see it basically. And then I like to make sure to get up close as possible. I don't like no excess lace in the front because I don't want you to, see what's going on. I want you to have to squint. I want you to have to try to see my lace. You know what I'm saying? So then I cut off the rest of the lace and then I just lay down the edge. I lay back down the edges. And then I'm going to go ahead and put on my elastic band. I like using my elastic band that has the Velcro in it like that. But the only thing with the elastic band that has the Velcro in it is that sometimes it's not tight enough. Like you can only get it so tight. So that can be a little bit of a problem. Then I went back in with my hot comb. That's where we're at with it right now. Make sure it got nice and flat. And then I added some layers. And I know, I always add layers, but this time I didn't just kind of just freely add layers. I wanted to do it like the professional style. So I am sectioning out the hair, pulling it outwards and adding layers like I watched Erica J do. I really wanted to give it like that salon layered look. So I went in with that. These are long layers. They're not super choppy. I just wanted it to be able to give me some body and some movement. Y'all know I live for body and movement when it comes to hair. I don't like it flat. I don't like it being, just moving all one way. it's gotta have some body. Even if it's not a ton of body, it's gotta have some body. So I'm adding layers all up and through this hair. Not the kind where it's like it looks choppy if you wear it straight, but definitely adding some layers through this. And then I went ahead and curled it. I'm using a flat iron to curl it. What I love about this flat iron, and I'll link it in my Amazon store. Link will be in the description if you want to pick up any of the tools that I'm using, all in my Amazon store. But what I really love about this flat iron is that it's shaped like a cylinder. So it's very easy to curl hair for real with this. And I feel like flat iron curls get a little bit closer to curling iron curls. And I can't use a curling iron for nothing. I got to practice a little more with that. But I can handle the flat iron, especially this one. This is my favorite one to curl hair with. I have a few flat irons, and this one, like I said, my favorite to curl with. If you don't know how to curl properly, go opposite directions in the back because it's going to give you more volume. If you go one way, when you like comb out the curls and everything, it's gonna look weird. So go different directions so it'll give you more like volume in the hair. And then when you get towards the front of the face, your curls go away from the face. You want to frame your face unless you purposely want it to go in towards your face. But most of the time, you want it to frame your face. Now, I know if y'all been watching me for a minute, you already know that. But you never know who's new, who might be new watching here. So if you don't know, now you know, curl away from the face when you're framing your face. Oh, also let me note before I forget, I am straightening the pieces of hair that I'm doing before I curl it because I want it to be nice and sleek, since the hair isn't really that sleek, like it's just been air dried. I didn't even blow dry the hair. It's just been air dried. So I want it to be sleek before I curled it. So I run the flat iron through it one time and then curl it. The lace wasn't too far off of my skin complexion, so I just took the excess foundation that was on my beauty blender and just blended that out until it matched up with my skin tone. And that's all it needed. Sometimes I do too much with these wigs, I noticed, like this color. And this time I got it just right, so I'm very happy. I did what I came to do. I really I went to the salon. This is not just I'm good for being in my home. I kind of know how to do hair. I wanted that salon look and I got it. Even though this side janky, but it's covered. So it doesn't matter. This is probably the best honey blonde install that I've done yet. Usually I require baby hair with these a little bit. I am required no baby hair with this. We just edges. I've learned a few things from doing this pre-done color a few times, and I did need to tint the lace. I was like, I'm gonna hold off and wait to see what the vibe is once I install the wig, because I noticed sometimes like the lace, I don't know if it has anything to do with the pre-coloring job or what, but the lace can sometimes, like when I tint it, come out too dark. So I was like, I'm probably just gonna need a light tint with it. And I'm glad I did, because the excess makeup on my beauty blender was just fine. It's the curls for me. It's the body and the bounce for me. It's laying flat. It's doing everything I wanted it to do. The only problem that I have with this wig is, as y'all know, the sizing. The sizing is not that great. I need a little bit more frontal to this for it to work for my size head. If you typically don't have issues with your frontals being too small or your hairline or anything like that, this should be fine for you. I feel like it's still an average size wig. It's just sometimes wigs don't fit me right. This is one of those wigs. And I could have like cut up the cap. I could have like tried to make it work or left some hair out. But I really wanted like at least the side that was out to you know, look slate. So I sacrificed this side to keep up with this side. I'm just gonna have to make sure it's secure when the wind blows on me. This hair cooperated so well when I put my heat to it and everything. The curls cooperated well. Oh, obviously I did. I took a brush to it off camera when I was finger combing the curls. I was like, I kind of want them a little more like just together. I don't know how else to explain that, but that's what I wanted. So I ended up brushing them out a little bit. Y'all knew I was gonna add layers. I always add layers. It's very rare. It's very rare that I don't add layers to a wig. I'm just feeling myself. Like you see it? Great Value Beyonce is back. I did bleach and pluck the knots off camera, just so you know. If you would like to see an updated tutorial on how I bleach and pluck my knots, follow me on TikTok, because I did just upload some content on that, and I upload a bunch of different content on there as well. Hair stuff, beauty stuff, you name it. This is a look. If you have an average size to small size head, this is the wig for you. Which along those lines, if you're interested in getting it, I'll have all the details down in the description box below. And check out the description box, because I might have a coupon. You just never know. They be sending them coupons sometimes. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next video.